Hello, my name is Ranu. I have trained as an architect, specializing in residences through my work, and currently I work with a REBA chartered architectural practice in London. Based on my experience with homeowners, their extensions, their home refurbishments, etc., today I will give you tips on how you can project manage your house. Most homeowners often ask us if the architect will be their project manager or if they need to hire a separate company for project managing their construction. The answer to both of these questions is no. Your architect is not your project manager if you haven't hired him or her for that particular reason. And more often than not, on a domestic project, you do not need project management services to be done by a separate person or a company. I will explain the roles of a project manager and an architect and what does project management include so that you know how this works for you. Let's start with your requirements. You want the project management of your house done so that it completes on time, it completes within the budget, and you get the quality that you were assured of. And you want these results from the team that is working on your house. I will tell you how you can take control of all of these three results in your home extension, refurbishment, or renovation. What are architects and project managers? These are two different roles working on separate sides of a project. To put it in the simplest form, an architect gives you the information to make the house, and the project manager arranges the people and the materials on site required to build this information into your house. Both of them work together to successfully complete your project. Are both of them necessary? Yes. Who can be employed to design and project manage your house? Well, anyone you feel like. But a better option would be to hire a designer or an architect who has the requisite experience in designing all aspects of your house, and someone who can supervise construction on site can be your project manager. In my other videos, I have talked in detail of how architects can save you time and money on your construction project. And in this video, I will briefly talk about what a project manager does for you. So, what does a project manager do? He clearly understands the need of what is to be built, how it is to be built. He plans the timescale of your project to make sure it completes in time. He works within the agreed cost of your project, informing you of any changes. He will find the correct resources in time to build your house. These resources would be, for example, the labor who would do your electricity connections, plumbing for your toilet and your kitchen, fitting your doors and windows, putting tiles on your walls and floors, plastering your walls and ceiling, etc. If there are any changes or delays, the project manager will inform you and your architect. The project manager will also resolve any issues that occur with labor and material and the site conditions. And he will also coordinate with all the consultants for any information that is required and for any actions that have to be taken. Who fulfills all of these functions that you see on your screen right now? Well, your main contractor. The builder that you have hired to build your house or extension is actually your project manager. And I say this with some experience that in small scale domestic projects, you do not need to appoint a separate project manager till you have other specific or pressing reasons. Your main contractor or your builder will naturally arrange his team of tradesmen and machines to construct your project as promised. His experience and actions will lead to a timely delivery within the budget allocated and the quality. And so he will promise you all of these three things in return for the money that you pay him. But what holds him to this promise? Well, the promise should be written down in a format which is called a contract. And then it becomes legally binding to all the parties involved when you and your contractor or your builder signs this contract. Please remember that you can only get the promised result of time, money, and quality if you sign a contract which has clear terms and conditions. If you know of another method where you can achieve the same results without signing a contract, Please discuss in the comments section or email me. So coming back to the aim of your house, you want three important outcomes for a project management process to happen. You want completion in time, you want that the cost should remain within your budget, and you want the workmanship and the quality to be of the standard that was agreed. Now, these three results are not the sole responsibility of the builder or the project manager in your case. They will be achieved by getting a detailed set of drawings, a good professional builder, and finally, signing a building contract with your builder and having someone to run this contract for you. And who will help you to get hold of these three requirements that you see on your screen in these light blue tabs. An architect or a designer will make the set of detailed drawings for you. An architect can suggest and help you select the best suited builder for your project. And finally, the contract that you have signed with your builder needs to be run, or it needs to be administered during the construction phase of your project. So, and for that purpose, you need a contract administrator who is a person who will ensure that all the parties work as per the signed contract once construction begins on site. So what do I mean when I say to run a contract on site? I will elaborate the role of a contract administrator, who is the person who runs this contract, which has been signed between you and your builder. So we know that there are three professionals who help you project manage the process of your house renovation refurbishment. So you have an architect. To know exactly what an architect does, please check the link given in the description box below the video, where I talk about how architects can save you time and money. We have just discussed the role of your builder or your project manager in a domestic situation. Check the slides again if you have forgotten or if you are not paying attention. And finally, the contract administrator. What does he do? He will check the construction done on site, and he will tell you how much money to pay to the builder and at what point. He will also tell you of any changes on site that will affect your timeline and your budget. If the completion is delayed by your builder, then your contract administrator will issue a penalty fine to him and also other relevant certificates that will signify the stage-wise completion of your project. In essence, the contract administrator will use the tools given in the signed contract to keep your project on track, while being fair to you and your builder. If you think you can do this job, then by all means go ahead. But a tip to employ the best person for contract administration of your project, to help you project manage your project, the best suited person would be the designer or the architect who made all those detailed drawings for you. I hope I have been able to give you an idea of what is project management of your home project for an extension, renovation, or refurbishment. If you have any questions or doubts, please email me on my email given in the description box below the video or write in the comments section. I wish you a well-informed and a well-managed home renovation. Thank you so much.